say as well, the reason why we stopped filming this film was because the next scenes were basically Brad organising a hit on me and then having a bunch of dudes in a car, like, with guns. And then my mates were like, we don't want to drive around with holding guns hanging out of windows and stuff, you know what I mean? It were like, oh yeah, that's probably a bad idea, so it got canned. Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode from Whalejaw 3D. In this episode, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the past. So, I've basically been having a clear out on my old PC, as you do, like a tidy up. Been uploading all my models for free on CG Trader. I don't know whether you've tried it, but if you click the link, I'm sure you can get to it. I stumbled across some old videos, but they're just old and embarrassing, you know what I mean? And then it made me think. So what we're going to do is have a deep dive into the past and see why I basically learnt how to do 3D. This mini movie that I made was the reason I decided to learn 3D. I would like to put a warning out there, like, do not expect something good. This is bad. It was always meant to be bad. The idea was, like, if you're a car guy, you always inevitably end up with a drone and a nice camera, you know what I mean? Because you're taking photos when you go to car meets, all that kind of stuff, drones. So naturally, me being like an animator, I wanted to make a movie with my new kit. You know what I mean? I'd bought this sweet camera with lenses and like apertures and stuff like that, and I'd also bought myself a drone. So I put it to work basically. You know what I mean? And this is what the first thing I made was. It's called Dragon Splitter. Like I say, fair warning, it's not meant to be good.
A man without a front splitter is like that of an erectile dysfunction without Viagra.
Bad joke.
Bro, are you even cool?
No.
I'd never marry a man that doesn't have a splitter on his car. Please fuck off. By the breasts empowered in me, I do declare that your car is a piece of shit. I'm sorry.
This is my first ever special effect I ever did. What? That cat's dead now. basically, a splitter, if you don't know and you're not into cars, is something you stick on the front of your bumper, creates downforce. You'll see it on touring cars, you know what I mean? So if I just do a quick overview, I'd basically bought a splitter for my car and I wanted to use my camera, you know what I mean? And I used to be a car YouTuber. And I was just sick of doing like the how to install videos that like car YouTube were like changing at the time. This is a long time ago. It was like when everybody wanted to be a car YouTuber, you know what I mean? I used to have a cat. This cat's name was Turbo. He's now died. He died of cancer a long time ago. Love that cat. Well, I hated that cat actually. It was a very nasty pasty. But this is what this is. It's a splitter. And if you look, I tried to put gold leaf on it. Me and the missus were like, oh, that sounds funny, you know what I mean? Oh my god, it was the worst experience ever. If you've ever used gold leaf, you know what I mean? It's a nightmare to work with. That was like a terrible shot. But I basically installed a splitter. It gave my car superpowers. I also underwent some changes, you know what I mean? Like Super Saiyan time. So yeah, the car basically had some like parts put on it, you know what I mean, some kit. And that was my first video. It did pretty well, to be fair. It was a long time ago. And I remember putting £10 on that Facebook thing where I'll promote it for you, you know what I mean? I got like 600 views. Every single one of the views were like duds, you know what I mean? Like they pulled out within a second and they just ruined the video, you know what I mean? It absolutely killed my channel. Before the time we actually knew what to do on YouTube, you know what I mean? But I'll never forget this picture. I love this picture. So, are you understanding the concept of this video then? So, I'd made this video, made my friends giggle, and now I wanted to make an episode 2. Looks like I'd done something to my hand there as well. What had I done to my hand there? I've got a bad wrist. I broke it when I was younger. So, what else we got then? We've got an episode 2. Shall we watch it?
Hello? You coming or what?
Oh.
You need to get here now.
I'm coming, don't worry.
What's happening, dude? You good? Where have you been? What happened to your beard?
Oh, wait. What? Well, anyway, I got a new car part.
Oh, damn! Where'd you get those?
Well, here's the thing. I think I've got a secret admirer. Just found them one day. They appeared on the doorstep.
Got an RS spoiler. I got one of those too.
Is yours made of gold as well?
No.
Good evening, Dragon Splitter. My name is Hatsy. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, this day is just getting weirder and weirder.
Now, regarding this man Bradley, I do believe he is now your enemy.
Brad, my enemy. No.
He has discovered you have now gotten the Dragon Splitter of the Gods.
The what now? Why am I so special?
You are now the chosen one.
There you go. So, what did you reckon? Comment below. To the Dragon Splitter, Rise of the Focus. I loved making it. I think I'd discovered a website that basically gave you free special effects for video editing. So I was exploring how I can make my stuff even cooler, you know what I mean? This is where I live, basically. It's probably not the best thing to tell you, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? Use my drone. If you look here, you can actually see me turning the drone in my pocket where my hand is. I'm actually spinning the drone. Oh, that was fun. Yeah. But can you see the bokeh? The aperture of this camera. This is what I was like. I was gushing over this. I thought this was the best thing in the world at the time. You know what I mean? Completely crushing the background. When you live somewhere that's messy and you want to film, there's nothing better than being able to make all the background blurry. It was the thing at the time. Everyone were buying digital SLRs, you know what I mean? I didn't own a watch. That's why there wasn't a watch on my wrist. I had to draw one on, basically. Poor man. Well, my priorities are in cars. Yeah, I just bought a car, you know what I mean? I wanted to show it off. I loved this bit so much. It makes me giggle every time. Well, that's what it was. It was just made it to show your friends, you know what I mean? This is all special effects. When pops and bangs with other thing. I thought it was to be able to make this in 3D now. I'd love to remake this story, but in 3D and actually some good acting in it. Because the acting on this next bit is atrocious. Oh my god, it was such bad acting. It was the first time I'd ever tried acting. So I mean, I can talk on a video. You know what I mean? When you're telling someone how to do stuff, it's easy. But when you got a 10-minute window, mate, just meet me here and we'll film some shit. You know what I mean? Well, my mate Brad, he's always up for filming. He loves filming. That's why he's my mate. You know what I mean? Look at that bokeh. It's so good. I think I've got aperture 1. Yeah. It was excessive putting the baby scream on, but at the time it was funny, you know what I mean? So yeah, and if you're wondering where did he get these from? Where did I get this dog from? Well, if you've been on the Steam library, I think it's called Faceit, and it's a program where it'll use your webcam and it'll change your face into whatever you want, you know what I mean? And when you talk, it'll do all the lip sync for you. I thought this was brilliant, and I think this is single-handedly the thing that flicked the switch in making me want to learn Blender. I knew about Blender, but for years before, it was just not really accessible. I tried with 3ds Max trying to build a car, but my computer was rubbish. I couldn't do it, you know what I mean? And I just never continued. And then one day I was just I really need to learn 3D, you know what I mean? It's the next step here. I'm making these movies and they're rubbish. So maybe if I learned 3D, I'd get better. Well, it turns out I'm just naturally rubbish at stuff. So, you know what I mean? It's a good video, but probably got 20, 30 views or something like that. It was such a shame, really. Well, it's rubbish, you know what I mean? It's one of those passion projects. You love it to death, but reality, it's awful. Well, in the third episode, then, shall we quickly cover the third episode? Because this last scene here, basically, I wasn't happy with it. I think I had a wound on my nose, and it bothered me. It didn't make sense. The continuity wasn't there, because I was in a wood, and then all of a sudden I was at home, you know what I mean, in this bit here. I'd got a wound on my nose there. And I think this story didn't work, so I had to change it, basically. So shall we watch episode 3, which is basically refreshing that ending.
You are the chosen one.
No, man, I'm not the chosen one.
I insist this is the truth, chosen one. You are the Dragon Splitter.
I'm dead, aren't I?
You are not dead, Dragon Splitter. You are merely reborn.
So now what?
You must follow your destiny.
Come on, man, I ain't falling for this. I bet I'm in a coma. Watched too many movies when I was younger. This has to be a dream, man.
This is not a dream, Dragon Splitter. By the Almighty, grow a pair.
I mean, let's talk about why you're a dog.
I chose this form as I know you long for a canine companion.
Yeah, and now I've got a Tamagotchi. Great. My cats are gonna love you.
I'm sure it won't be a problem.
We need to move location. Meow!
True story. That really annoyed me. I put a lot of time into that. I put a lot of time into it. And then for it, you know what I mean? I would get in pants views, nobody were interested, nobody were commenting. And that's why it's called the nasal catastrophe. Because I'd filmed it all, edited it all, and I didn't even notice, you know what I mean? And I think, it was funny to your friends, you know what I mean? But this was so tragic. That damn bogey right there, look at it. Every time I film that, I always blow my nose before I start filming because of this event right here. If ever you're going to film, it's a very useful tip. But even when you do blow your nose, it's probably why I had a bogey, isn't it? Oh my days. Absolutely gutting. Look at it. Jesus Christ. The right hot tour. Yeah. I changed the pitch of the voice as well. It made all the difference. You know what I mean? So basically, I gave up with a big bogey catastrophe after making what I'd thought was like the greatest thing I'd ever made. I'm like, I need to learn 3D and never put my face on camera ever again. So with the new channel that I built, it was amazing because I didn't have to film my face, you know what I mean? Which I'd always done before, and it's like, you have to go brush your hair, you have to go and have a shower and tidy it up, you know what I mean? It's like, ugh, it gets old quick, you know what I mean? So to be able to just make a talking car on how to make cars in Blender, oh my days. I'm right happy. But this is systematically why I learned Blender. This is my story. The story goes a lot further back. There's more movies if you want to see them, but they're only going to get worse. Ooh, my chair broke then. Oh no, oh. Cheers, bro. Yeah, the videos will only get worse, but in context, they are funny because of how bad they are, you know what I mean? So if you are interested, if you enjoyed this, press the like button. If you want to see another old classic, I've got many old tales, you know what I mean? My life started out as an animator at 16 years old. I made something that you probably know, and there's a big story. There's probably a 15-year story. If you want to hear it, I would like to tell it, because if I have a little video series telling my life story, I don't have to keep all the old crap, you know, like the hundreds of drawing books just full of like god-awful drawings that you keep. When you get to 40, you're like, God, if I die and someone finds these, this is going to be so embarrassing, you know what I mean? So it'd be nice to just like put together a nice little biography, maybe. I don't know, got plenty of stuff. And then if ever my hard drive dies and I lose it, it don't matter. You know what I mean? Because I don't know whether you watched yesterday's episode. I lost the whole game that I'd spent many hours on. Many hours. This is what we're doing tonight. We're having a bit of a recharge, you know what I mean? Just like, remember why we're here, you know what I mean? Just watching this, putting a big smile on my face. That's like, I'm boosted again now. I've got quite the interest on a few things, and I feel like I've got some future videos for you that you're probably going to enjoy. I'd like to make more videos like this. If anybody else makes funny, stupid videos, contact me, because I'd love to get involved. You know what I mean? As the enthusiast hobbyist, not the... Well, if you've got a job, please, God, please give me a job, but you know what I mean? I just want to be a part of stuff, you know what I mean? Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. I burp a lot. I'm sorry. I've just realised that.